While Johannesburg residents have been left fuming over the prepaid electricity fixed rate,
poor people that are dependent on the state, that are living in RDP houses, they are suffering the most. So how does City Power, how did they think when they were doing this? How did the people in council think?
The Johannesburg Mayor says the extra costs are for the benefit of residents and will help with maintaining electricity infrastructure.
We are in fact redressing a situation by implementing a long-standing council resolution. Of course, it's hard-hitting on the consumer themselves, but it is in their best interest that we are doing this. So this goes back to 2018, where this report was first tabled and approved by council for this fee to be introduced. But also, it was not just introduced under general, it was going to also be included to the prepaid meter users, because it has always been a charge that is reserved for the postpaid customers. So this is also an issue of completeness of our revenue as the city.
Johannesburg residents already have to pay over 12% more for electricity, and now an additional 230 rand including VAT.
Until City Power actually comes on board and starts giving the proper message across, I don't think people are going to be happy with this. And I believe the community will be fighting it in a long, stronger form than just petitions.
Do you support court action?
I think court action is the way to go. The legal way is the way to go. There's some communities in our area that are talking about going to the streets.
The 200 rand charge is not new and does not really apply within the city of Johannesburg only. It is a universal phenomenon with other municipalities basically within the country. The likes of Cape Town, the likes of Ekurhuleni have been making their customers pay for it. So it's not new to the city of Johannesburg. But we should also look at it from a principle of fairness point of view. From the two categories of customers that we have, that is the postpaid and the prepaid customers, only the postpaid customers pay these services currently.
The Johannesburg Council voted in favor of the decision, which is now being resisted through several petitions on social media. Outer might escalate the fight to court.
Throughout the city, there will be additional costs to living cost because businesses will have to pass that on to the consumer. In fact, we've done a poll indicating that at least 70% of community members didn't even know about this. So it's a very bad surprise come July and people have to pay.
Will you take them to court?
We are definitely contemplating those actions. We're looking at the merit. We have asked the city to get the information on their cost of supply. Now, just to explain that, the city, when they apply for these new increases, it has to go through the National Energy Regulator of South Africa, NERSA. This has gone through the process and has been approved. But we believe if that surcharge is not in the cost of supply, we already have merit to set this thing aside.
I think any litigation that would have been sought should have been upon conclusion of the IDP process, because this decision was taken a few months ago already. This is just the implementation on an entity level. Council collectively has taken a decision on what needs to happen.
Meanwhile, Gwamanda has urged residents who can't afford the electricity hikes and fixed prepaid charge to approach the city for help, emphasizing that the prepaid electricity tariff is here to stay. Patricia Fasage, SABC News in Johannesburg.